the kids are done with their individual work and they're waiting for me or waiting for break time, or when we are doing together work, this area has toys that my kids can come and play with. I have two requirements for them, and one is that they have to be toys that can be played with individually, and number two, they have to be quiet toys, because I don't want anything that invites loudness and distraction. And they can, when we're doing like our history and science, as long as we're not doing something where I need their full attention or they need their hands, they will often play with these. And we found that it really kind of helps them to concentrate better if they have something to fidget with. So I thought I would go over and show you what we have. First thing is a classic, the Etch-a-Sketch. This one is probably our most played with, and it's the Magna-Tiles. I'm not sure the actual Magna-Tile toy brand. Yes, they actually are. I will try to link whatever I can find. I will try to link them. I purchased them all on Amazon, I think. But if you've never seen these, they're great. You can build with them. They obviously are magnetic, and you can build all kinds of things with them. My kids love them. My daughter doesn't play with them as much anymore, but she still will sometimes, and my boys still love them. So these are definitely one of the most played with toys. These are just linking cubes, like we use for math and such, but my kids like building things with them. And then this one is just a collection of rocks and shells that they've found over the years. I have some identification cards that they'll sit and play with, or sorting, that kind of thing. And then down here, top one are bristle blocks. These were a favorite of mine when I was in kindergarten and preschool. The place I went to had them, and I loved them. And when I saw that they were still available, I grabbed them. My kids don't play with them as much, or they go in real spurts with them. They're not a consistently played with toy like some of these other ones are, but I like them. And one thing that's nice about these, they have a nice texture to them. So if you have sensory kids, these might be good, unless they're a sensory avoider. Then they may not like the bristles on them. They're not pokey, but they are, and they're not sharp, but they are pokey. And the next one are just some lacing cards. These are some animal ones with letters. These are called automobile locks. Okay. Came from Amazon again. We have, I think, 2 sets, but they're just different car building things. They can hook together that way, and you can put the tops are all interchangeable, and the wheels are interchangeable, and these the colors come off. So they are not as big of a hit as I thought they would have been, but they do enjoy them. But again, it's one of those ones that kind of go in spurts with. These boxes came from Walmart. As of last year, they still had them. They were in a different color. I don't know if they still do, but they're Sterilite brand. I like them. They've held up well for us. We've had these, let's see, 5 years or so. So, now on next set, these actually came from Wendy's. They had these as in their kids' meals for maybe 3 different times in like over 3 years. My kids love them. They connect like that. They have played with these things, I mean, so much. We got these originally when we were in, let's see, 2011. Yeah, summer of 2011, or sometime spring 2011. And we still, we've had more than one set, and there's been some that have been lost over the years. So this is all we have left. But they still play with these quite a bit. Unfortunately, I don't know where else you can get them. This one is just magnets, like the ones that came like in the magnetic like book type things. The books are, I'm not sure where. I think they might be out of the car from a recent trip. But we just combined them all from the different sets. This is like a Sesame Street set that was my daughter's when she was 2. We've got a pirate set. All kinds of different sets in there. But we just combine them all and let them play with them on whatever board they want. And then these are definitely one of the most played with. And they are called balance bots. You can see how chipped up some of them are from being used. But let me show you. They are fun. You can do all kinds of building with them. They have lots of grooves in them. So you can just do all kinds of building with them. They have lots of different grooves to hang off of each other, and they get so much love. They are definitely one of the favorites. The other day my husband was in here talking to me while I was doing some tax stuff, and he stopped talking, and I looked over and he had these. They'd been left out, and he was over there playing with them himself. And these are just a basic set of 10 grams. There's actually a couple sets. My kids like those. I have a book that makes different shapes, or like different animals that they will use sometimes, or they'll just build, make their own designs. And then next to them sits some markers. These are the praying. I'm sure there are better quality ones out, but we really like these. I like them a lot better than the Crayola ones. So we keep those, and then there's some stencils here if they want to use them, and then they can get paper out of the schoolroom. And then over here are some boards if they want them for these toys, or we also have some jigsaw puzzles in the closet. So they have that to work on, and then there's a lipped old cookie sheet, depending on what they're doing. And then we also have some of the jumbo coloring pads. Currently, this is what we have, are the one of the girly ones, and then a couple boy ones that my in-laws got us. Here is our collection of school time toys. If you're interested in any of these, I will have links below for anything that I can find. And if your kids have a favorite school time toy, especially if you have recommendations for more of an upper elementary age, I'd love to hear what you have. I really need to replace or add on to some of this as my kids get older.